They're going for this.
Oh, you can't drop that.
It's incomplete.
Oh, you cannot drop that, man.
And gives the ball back to their offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
To throw it on 1st down. Dukes out a one-stop. A lot of grass ahead. He could do it! He makes it in for the touchdown! The Bulls pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bulls will jump out to a 7-0 lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Here's a give up the middle. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Get up.
Here's 2nd and 5. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Go.
Setting up a throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 2nd and 10 now. Oh, no, they get him yet again.
That man 23 a problem when he feel like playing.
Interception of the season. Oh, man, Brock. Somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback.
Damn, he hung that up too far. Damn, he hung that shit up there too high.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there instantly. As he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop the potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes.
I don't know, but it did it on my side too.
Get it back after a marvelous
Whatever you just did affected my camera too.
Oh my goodness. goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a third in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
Yeah.
Second down now, 7 to
It made
go.
everybody mad small.
Another carry for him. And
Damn.
once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with third down and 6 to go.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Here we go, set.
From midfield now. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it sets up first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First down, ball at the 36. They're throwing it. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with. From the 32. Short pass brought in.
I don't know why I didn't throw it to 9. I have no idea why I didn't throw it to
Just
9.
excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
They'll try and punch it in. And that carry.
Oh, my
punch
God.
up the gut.
I miss Brees so much. I'm not gonna lie. I miss Brees so much. My running game ain't been the same since Brees Hall been gone.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal.
70 Lions. Let's go now. 19 Lions. Go.
Throwing from the gun.
Bro, come on, just bumping me shit, man.
Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
So now here's 3rd and goal.
18 Pioneer. Chop 60. Let go.
Back to throw. The back grabs it. And in for the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bulls double their lead to 14. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Warrior 70. Hut, hut.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it'll be second down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
To throw again on second and 10. Escapes the pocket, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Working quickly here.
A loss of 17 yards.
60
It's
Bison,
now
60
third down.
Bison.
Third and long for him here.
Ooh, 23 tried to get another one.
Complete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up fourth down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get two hands on it and take it the other way.
Defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on fourth. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Forced out to his right. Fights off the pressure. And he's out of bounds. Never really got a chance at reaching the marker there, so they're gonna turn this over on downs. And a surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
Right there, hurt.
On first down, they'll run. And this one's stopped.
That was a
at the
nice
3-yard
ass shift,
line.
though. That was a nice
Nice
shift.
pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first
Did
and
that
goal
shit at the
figure out.
last
To be a
second.
stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all
Oh, my
the between that one up
Jesus.
the middle.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Oh, number 70. Okay.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's second and goal. He's dropping back to throw.
Throw it away. Throw it away. Throw it away.
Pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. Buckle up. It's third and goal. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And he finds him in the end zone for the touchdown. The Bulls take a 20-zip lead. How quickly things
I thought
can
it was gonna be
change for
man
the
coverage.
team.
As soon as I saw him break, I said, "Ooh."
Yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bulls stretch their lead to 21.
Bears nothing.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now from the gun. Dumps it off to his running back. Juke the defender.
Jesus
And they'll take
Christ.
him down at the 43-yard line.
We weren't even. Oh, I know what.
Offense in the hurry up here. Play action on first down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Here we go, Shaq. Rocco leading.
They'll throw it. And they pick him off again. And the Bulls take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Yeah, that was crazy. His speed is like 87. That was crazy.
That have been in this spot before, okay? I have thrown 5 interceptions in the game, and happened to be our rivalry game back in college. It was one of the most humbling, horrific experiences of my life. Please, coach, take this player out. We do not need to see another interception added to his ledger.
He's throwing deep to the left side. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take
They started
him down.
pulling to the right. I said, oh, word.
Just outside the red zone following that big play.
79 Bronco. Last name 19. 18 left. 18 left. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Throwing from the gun here. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense
Man, he has so many problems trying to get loose. I don't
Well,
understand.
there was never a play in any playbook
I don't
ever saw
understand.
designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Back to the line
Oh,
they
man.
go. It's second down.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 range. 70 range. Ready, ready?
Back to throw. He's got a man left. And he's gonna
Good job, 85.
all the way down to the 6.
Push me forward. Good job.
19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Let's go now.
They'll run the counter.
Oh, my God.
And he's
Okay.
caught behind
All
the
right.
line for a
Okay.
loss.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up second and goal.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. Second and goal coming up from the 7.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
Throwing now off play action. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases,
And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Bulls boat racing them to the halftime locker room. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
now how about the other side? Beating a defense right there.
Who that, Suave?
Who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
You already know he about to call you every trash bag known to man.
Touchdown. They'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do.
Oh, man.
And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now...
Yeah, you already knew he was going to drag it.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Go. Hut, hut.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's going to push one deep. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Bulls are going to take
Yeah, that man Geddes a problem.
interception.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Bulls boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an
Just
ambush to
upset.
begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
You might be on to something.
Touchdown on the
You
board,
might be
and
on
now
to
they'll
something.
send it away. And that's over the 20 in the landing zone and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line.
I was trying not to pause that. I was trying so hard.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
Getting right back to it after that interception. Setting up the screen. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense up to the line fast. Here he is on 3rd and long.
Oh, they doubling the hell out of
Some
me.
power on a deep one left. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Bulls get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. He sends this one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown! The Bulls get more points to end a lopsided first half. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're
But the
biased.
success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining.
Come on. Set. 18. Pioneer. Chap 60. Go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up.
Here we go. Set. Panther 60. Check go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He beams one deep right side. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception.
Do what?
It was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Okay, ready.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
70 Lions. Set. Ready. Hut.
Looking to throw. Has his man. It's Addison. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And not a bad place for them to start, up past the 30-yard line.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half, and that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
They'll run here on first down. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
You can still have first down and still have 0. I was on 0 for a long time yesterday.
Back now, pressure on its way. Gets it to him on the screen. Continuing to move past the 45. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Let's go now.
Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And he goes out a little short of the 40. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, you tripping. Condor is definitely a better team. Not even close.
Really quick decision making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
And defenders are there to get him at the line. In for the tackle, that's Lucas Van Ness. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Warriors 70. Go.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Hauled in left side. And he officially gets them into the red zone before going out at the 20. 16 yards on the play. And it'll give him a first down.
Hawks 70. Hawks track 60. Check go.
From the red zone now. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
Kid, I can promise you
copy that.
these play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. The both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2.
Right, the kids forget they your mother. They not our mother.
So it's going to be 4th and short. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
All right, that is your mother. Yep.
On 4th down, they're out to try for the field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside.
Turn it up, birthday.
And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Working quickly here. 2nd and 10 now. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Almost. I had to go up and swat it. If I tried to pick it, you'd have got it.
And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Pass play coming here.
Oh my God.
Makes the grab in bounds left side.
Where the hell he come from?
37 yards on the play to move those chains.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing.
That was
Look
a good
at the
ass
difference
throw.
in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Slot man in motion right. Throwing now on 1st down. Throwing the out route complete. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
From the 28. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Still sticking with the passing game. Escapes out to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Offense in the hurry up here. Back to him on 2nd and goal. And he's brought down for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. And he has the Chicago touchdown. The Bears start the 2nd half with some needed points. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short slant near the goal line.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Bears cut into the lead by another point. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. And so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
Yo, that's crazy.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Buffalo 18.
They send a man in motion.
Hut, hut.
Back to pass on 1st and 10.
Whoa, why
It's intercepted.
he ain't jumping nothing,
And he's
Okay.
gonna go. It's a pick 6.
bro?
Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps
I don't
in
know
and
why
takes
he
it
didn't
out.
jump.
Like you say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk.
Yeah,
They
what the
could do
fuck?
some serious damage.
I wonder why he threw that so high.
Right down the middle. And the Bears take 7 points off the deficit.
That's what. Hi. That's what I get for being snazzy. That's my fault.
A quick
That
chance at
mother
redemption
F
after
word.
that pick six as it's sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. Tag. Left wing 19. Ready.
Back to the air following the pick six. They left him wide open. It's complete. And that is a touchdown. The Bulls lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bulls grow their lead yet again. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store.
Depends on how good you are.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Go. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's throwing deep to the left side. Big game downfield.
He ain't jump. He ain't jump. He gonna run over there with his hand in the fucking air, man. Jump, bro.
They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this, but this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air, and the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
PAT effort coming up.
No way.
And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first
Exactly.
time here, he whiffs on that extra point.
I wouldn't dare give him the what? On absolutely not. Nope. And I gotta play him twice a year? Absolutely not. What you mean? They get paid too,
Into the
motherfucker.
end zone. He's going to bring this out. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
Well, first he caught this whack-ass pick,
Got
number
first
one.
down from the 31.
He got a pick six, which was absolutely nuts.
Let's go.
It's a design boot. Chase down to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline.
It's
And
my
he
slow
did reach
man.
the 40 on that play. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points
Yeah,
in
it
that
could.
game as we
Absolutely.
reach the end of 3. This one, well, it has been a rough watch for the hometown guys. Their side getting blown out as we
Yeah, you got a
begin
whole
the 4.
quarter.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Hey, check that, check that. Lightning 18.
Here's the long back on
God
the handoff.
damn.
And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress.
No, he's not
on
playing with
first
the
down,
combo.
and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Copy that.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Back to the well again.
Oh my God.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And the Bears bring in an extra defensive back for this 3rd down.
Yeah, he be wild. He do be wild.
60 Bobcat. 70 Rangers. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They'll try and throw it here. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
That was nice.
Just simply great
That was good.
positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
A big kick is no good. It's well to the left there. And they're unable to pile another 3 onto that lead.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 60 Maverick, go.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And that one's going to back the offense up just a bit here. You got a major fist.
That is crazy. That's crazy. I should have declined that.
Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Here we go, set, go.
He'll look to throw. Throwing deep for the end zone. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
19, Tiger, 19, set.
Pass play now. On the move, headed right. On the run right, throwing deep down. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Bulls have it once again.
That's a defensive back.
Another interception.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to
I was telling y'all about him last year.
For the love of God, take this man out.
In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run.
That was the dude that the Bisons created. Yeah, that's his college player.
They give it to him again. And there's a sign of life in the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. 70 yards.
He let him fall to like 6. Back to throw now. Finds his man over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third.
He plays like 5 seasons or something like that.
The series.
Play action on 1st down. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's out of bounds, pass midfield. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Here's a throw. He puts some power on a deep one left. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in, touchdown. The Bulls throwing 6 more on the blowout. As he nabs another touchdown, Brock, I gotta ask you, the former QB, is this a point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have 1 touchdown today are coming over you saying,
Bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football.
They may be saying it, but it's a little more of a look, Kate. Like, really? I mean, can I eat too? Do I get an opportunity to sit at the table? But when you got the rapport these two have right now and the confidence and the timing, boy, you look him up every chance you get.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
On the set.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
70 Timberwolf. 18 Pioneer.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's trying to go deep again. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
4-on-4 violence.
Read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
He's on the move.
I believe
He
so.
was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Offense up to the line fast. Here he is on 3rd and long. He put everything he had into this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does.
Jeez.
He arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 4th and long. Throwing from the gun. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Hey,
Yeah,
I get
you
it's
out.
already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Looking to throw on 1st and goal.
Oh my God.
Someone's able to knock it away.
Why he took so long to run that damn route?
Thought he had a touchdown there. And that makes it 2nd and goal. They go play action here.
Oh my God.
Lucky that one didn't end up worse.
These damn linebackers. Okay.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Throwing now from the gun.
Oh, good defense.
But touchdown
Good
denied.
defense.
Knocked away. Incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease. Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
After the field goal, they'll boot it away and put their defense back out on the field. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Back now, pressure on its way. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here he is to throw on 2nd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Throwing from the gun here. Escapes the pocket. Down the run right, throwing deep down the side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect with Jordan Addison. And that brings up 4th and long.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Tracking 60. Let's go now. 19 tight. 19. Buffalo 18. Ready?
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Taking a big shot for the end zone. They connect on the deep shot. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Bulls are running them out of the building. One play after their defense makes a stand, Brock. This offense says thank you very much and hits the end zone for 6.
That's really what you like to see, Kate. Both sides of the ball capable of making big plays and stacking that momentum with each other. And you really like to see the offense was prepared to get out there. A call dialed in and ready to go, ready to strike when the opportunity presented itself.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. He goes out of bounds and a great return and brings us to the 2-minute warning. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10.
70 Lions.
Airing it out to start this drive. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. 3rd and long for him here. Trying to push it deep downfield. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Still on his feet. Buying some time right. And they pick him off again. Has room down the left sideline.
That was a bad throw, bro.
Brock, they take it back for a late touchdown. You get a pick 6. You get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
What's that?
You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Extra point attempt coming up.
Nah, he wasn't.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bulls continue piling onto this lead.
Bears 20.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six.
Nah, he ain't saying
The
that.
option
Nah,
to
he
bring
ain't saying
this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
no.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hut, hut.
Getting right back to it after that interception. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Oh, that fight is
Motion made,
tonight?
sent left. From the 36.
There's a few people fighting tonight. It's like Romello fighting tonight.
And the Bulls get the football as he makes
I gotta
his
look that
3rd
up.
interception of this season. Well, Brock, they could have gone run to set up 3rd and short, or
He said I got
out
this for
try
him.
for more. They picked the latter, and the coverage was ready for it.
Sure was, Cade, and this is why I play in this position. You've got to have a short memory. You must flush it. I love the decision to be aggressive. I always fall on that side of the coin, but when you throw a pick in that situation, such a manageable second down, well, you got to learn from it, move on, and certainly flush it away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Bulls continue adding to an insurmountable lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Mm-hmm. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Ready, ready.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He's on the move. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. Blast through midfield. And he's
Oh my God.
taken down at the 39-yard line.
My man was flying like Soldier Boy.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, it's almost over.
Into the air here. Forced out to his right. He's running with it.
Well, the QB made something.
He keep dragging it out.
When the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
Taking a final shot at the end zone. Has it at the back of the
Oh,
end
he
zone.
caught that
The
bitch though.
throw carries him out of bounds. It's incomplete. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And just a week after being soundly
which one?
defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football.
He all right.
Short
He
memories
all right.
prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss and get back to some winning football.
The Caps did.
So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL
Yeah.
on EA Sports. The Bulls winners, as we say.
What's the name wasn't going like super hard on him though. He